Hey everybody, John at Midnight Paint and Body back with you here again. Still working on the 1970 Dodge Charger RTSE restoration. So I think today we're just going to do basically some loose mock-up now that I've got a lot of the structural pieces in place. So if you stick around, we'll see how that goes. So a few people have asked about this weird back panel compartment support deal here. If you know what it is, why don't you put it in the comments, because other than supporting this back panel, I don't know if it has a purpose. I think it's, I don't know, it doesn't do anything. I think maybe it was for hiding your weed in the 70s, but other than that, couldn't tell you. I did have this panel on yesterday, so this one I kind of know where it's going, but we'll just kind of fumble along and see what we can come up with. The upper part, this is one of the few original pieces we're keeping on this car. I took it out, sandblasted it yesterday. I will need to blast it again because it was snowing like crazy when I did it, so it was all wet when I brought it in. So at least I've got it cleaned up enough to see that it is also all rusted out. But that's okay, we'll fix this because at this point, I don't think we want to wait for any more parts. You can see I've already attached this lower panel. Just a couple of self-tapping screws. Keep in mind this is all just going to be very rough mock up at this point.
Bring the funk back.
I'm going to bring you guys in and show you something here. Don't mind my hand while I disconnect the camera. So I was wondering, I don't know if you can see how off-center this brace is to the floor. Now the floor is centered, it is where it needs to be. But then I got looking at this. This is the factory trunk lock support. Factory spot weld, still holding it in. Look how it was welded in. Look at the gap there. Look at the gap there. No wonder it's off center to the floor. It's welded in all goofy. But hey, that's factory, so it's staying. Probably some Mopar guy out there would be like, oh, that's the way they're supposed to be. I don't know. I'm not a Mopar guy. I'm just a car guy. All right, what's the next piece? Man, I think we might be ready to actually set a quarter panel on there. I'll bring the camera around so you guys can laugh at me while that happens, because they never go easy. How's that? Can you see what I'm doing? Woo. Put my mittens on. Okay, no. This is going to be the first time on with this quarter panel, so. I know I could have pre-fitted and rehearsed it and made it look all easy, but what's the fun in that? Just want to see what goes where. That's going to overlap. I'm not sure if that piece overlaps or goes under. Well, I guess we'll find out. Let's just see if this just falls into place. Not going to happen. Trying to find the right size adjustment tool. I think this might be the correct 3 5/8 right there. Plus that. See how we look now. Fine tipped adjusting tool. Yeah, the sun's in my eyes. How's that camera look with that glare over there? Oh yeah, it's okay. That might give me away that I started late this morning. People say, oh, it must be great to be self-employed, work whatever hours you want. But yeah, all of them. Anyone ever actually use standard screwdrivers for standard screws? I think they were really meant for prying and hammering and banging on stuff. Just try this WorkSafe approved height adjustment tool. The guy with the funny beard on TV with all the necklaces, he'd be like, I give my crew $30,000 in 3 days to build this car. And then we sold it at auction for $12,000, made a profit of $39 million. Yeah, that's how TV math works. Great thing about this, I can fast forward all my thinking parts. Well, this back panel looks like it's right where we need it to be here. Within government spec anyway. there's our color. Now it's just gonna slip right on. No, it's not. Block fell out. I mean my forest resource adjusting tool. These black tools, the Stanley kit there, super nice tools. I learned a little lesson. Black tools are dumb because you can't find them. Put them down, they blend in, they're gone. When I got the set, I lost the 3/8 ratchet the very first day I had the set. Never saw it again. Probably in a customer's vehicle. They got a bonus ratchet. Yeah, that's good. Okay, here, I'll bring you guys in for a look. So, got this all fitting reasonable. I'll obviously need to get them both on, get the trunk lid in place to see where we're at with that. Oh, a little bracket in there, that's what was holding us up. But we're fitting nice in there. Good there. Stand back and have a look. All right, I think we're going to try a door. All right, so let's try sticking the door in place just to kind of get a rough idea where we're at. So I have already done a ton of work on these doors. I put whole bottoms on them way back in the olden days, like 6 months ago before I was making videos. So let's see where she sits. myself the wrong size socket. Am I going to stay there? Oh, I don't trust that. Yeah, I don't trust that either. Look at that, fits perfect, first try. No, it doesn't. These hinges are sagging way down too. The pins and bushings are wore right out in them. I have them ordered, but still waiting on them. Yeah, there's that much weight in door pins. Well, it does appear the back of that quarter panel still has to come up some. Tip her up that way a bit. We'll be in business. I really can't do much more fitting until I have door pins for this thing. I gotta get it where it's supposed to be. The rocker is looking pretty good, so I think we're okay there. We can adjust the hinges too. I still have them in the factory position, so the hinges can go back and forth. I mean, I could make up this difference in the hinges at this point, but we need to set up the whole car still. But we are close. And being that I did put door bottoms on these that I made without having them on the car, I have a feeling I may have to trim this one back a bit too. Even though I did make a template off what was left of the door, but they were pretty rotten. So, we're getting close. I think it's time for a coffee. We'll come back for another look in a bit. So I kept fooling around with this for a while. I adjusted the hinges to kind of compensate for the worn out hinge pins, but I mean, gap's terrible. You shouldn't be able to stick a finger in there, but at least we kind of got it. Kind of, sort of, in the area. So I'm not going to do much more with this until I get door pins, because until I can know that door is square and true, there is just no point in continuing to fit stuff. So I may just move on to the other side and kind of get stuff, like I say, loosely in place, and then once I get the door pins, hopefully soon, I can move on to that. But there is lots of other stuff I can do, so yeah, I'm going to leave this part at that, and then I'll move on and see what else we can find to do. So I had the camera off for a few minutes while I was doing some aligning. Well, it's actually the next day, but it's only been a couple minutes for you guys. So I've got everything actually fitting pretty decent on this side. Door gap is close. I've not spent a lot of time fine tuning it because I still got to pick up the door pins, which I believe are in, so hopefully I'll pick them up today. Gap to the rocker is nice. Quarter panel is fitting the inner wheel tub nice, so everything's pretty darn good here right now. So I've got it close enough where I'm going to start slipping the quarter panel on the other side, and then I can start kind of figuring out the trunk lid opening. And yeah, we'll just carry on and see where we end up. And that is pretty darn close. Little bit of tweaking with the quarters, but nothing much. I mean, this one's not even screwed down, so it's going to be it's easy enough to slide it out of here. So I'm in a ways off from putting all the trunk hinge mechanism in, but I just wanted to kind of get an idea where I was here, and I'm pretty happy with that so far. So I'll probably move on to getting that other door hung, but then I am going to have to move on to a couple other projects in the shop here. Take a little bit of a break from this one, but yeah, so let's, I'll do a little more and then we'll just kind of see where we end up. Hey guys, so it's actually Sunday today. I was just finishing up some video there and realized I didn't really show you where I ended up on this thing, so I actually haven't really worked on it this week. I've been doing some other jobs, but just to kind of give you an idea, I've got it partially mocked up. I did get the pins and bushings for the doors, so I'm going to hopefully get those on this done and get the doors on this week. Trunk lid is just sitting in the hole, but as you can see by the gaps, You know, the quarters are definitely where they need to be. Back panel's in place. That back glass is just sitting in the hole. I just wanted to see how the gaps looked. And yeah, this quarter panel is sitting where she should be. And we've got the door gap is pretty decent. I just threw this fender on, just kind of sitting on there. We're not using these fenders. We're still trying to find a good pair of 1970 Charger fenders. I could rebuild these ones, but man, they're really far gone. Even the bad rust you see on the outside is nothing compared to what's going on the inside. So if anyone has a line on 1970 only Charger fenders, don't need to be perfect, just need to be rebuildable, let me know. So yeah, there she is. I'm gonna leave this video at that, and hopefully I'll be back working on it here shortly, and I'll keep you guys posted. All right, thanks for watching. Hope to see you on the next one.